Ever chuck something in the bin and instantly regretted it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But imagine if that thing you tossed was worth, oh, I don't know, maybe $500 million.
Oof. That's a painful thought.
That's the story we're diving into today. The saga of James Howells, a lost hard drive, and a whole heap of Bitcoin buried in a landfill.
Yeah, this one's got it all. Treasure hunts, tech twists, and a legal battle for the ages.
It all starts back in 2009. Bitcoin's the new kid on the block, and our guy James is mining it.
Now, just for folks who aren't total crypto whizzes, mining basically meant using your computer to solve these crazy math problems.
Right, like a digital Sudoku with a big payoff.
Exactly. And the payoff was Bitcoin. Back then, though, it was practically worthless, like fractions of a penny.
Wild to think about now, right? So Howells, he's in it for the tech, not the cash. Fast forward to 2013.
Uh-oh, here comes the trash can.
Yep, Howells accidentally chucks out a hard drive. Not just any hard drive, though. This one's got all those Bitcoins he mined.
The ones that are now worth a small fortune, tucked away in a Newport landfill.
We're talking about 598 million pounds.
Potentially $1 billion by next year.
$1 billion. With a B. You could buy a small island with that kind of money.
Several small islands, probably.
So Howells, he's not giving up without a fight. He wants to dig up that landfill and find his hard drive.
And he's willing to share the loot. Offered the council a 10% cut if they let him excavate.
Which, even after the council's share, is still an insane amount of cash. Talk about a lucky break for the city, right?
You'd think. But the council, they're pushing back.
Worried about environmental permits and the whole logistics of digging up a landfill?
Plus, they're saying, hey, once it's in the landfill, it's ours. Ownership transfer, they call it.
Sounds like a legal gray area to me.
Big time. And the judge, well, he sided with the council, said Howells doesn't have enough grounds to make his case.
This has been a huge blow for Howells.
Oh, absolutely. He was devastated. Said it felt like a kick in the teeth, like he was denied justice. And it's more than the money, right? It's about getting back something he created, something that's rightfully his.
Makes you wonder, in this digital age, what does ownership really mean? If you can lose a fortune in Bitcoin just by tossing out a hard drive.
Right. It's physical and digital all tangled up. And then there's the whole global situation with Bitcoin.
It's not like you can just cash it in anywhere, right?
Exactly. Some countries love it. Others, like China and Saudi Arabia, they've banned it outright. So even if Howells gets his hard drive back,
who knows if he could even use the Bitcoin everywhere? It just gets more and more complex.
And don't forget the council's argument about that 10% offer. They're saying it creates a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Makes you think. Does a big payout change the ethical game?
Like, if this was about lost family photos instead of millions, would we feel differently about Howells' fight?
Tough question. It's a real-life treasure hunt in the digital age, but it raises so many questions that go way beyond this one case.
What happens when something is lost but still exists? Where do we draw the line between trash and treasure? It's a story that reminds us that the digital world has very real-world consequences, and that sometimes a simple mistake can have mind-blowing repercussions.